Let me ask you a question there. We understand that, and we feel that pain, right, as practitioners, if you will, and especially the people that are supported by membership. But how do we have the conversations with folks like yourself, who sit in the executive chair, to change that paradigm shift, if you will? What do we need to do to help the organization change from not only bottom up, which I think is happening, but top down as well?
Well, I'll give you a start, but I sure want to hear from my colleagues here. I'd say just very, very quickly, one, you got to walk the talk. You have to lead the journey. You have to set the example personally. You have to go out. You have to go out and be a change agent. You have to be willing to take that. The other side of it is you got to make sure you actually bring those skills in to the organization, because there are so many new and changing skills. So you have to lead it, but then you actually have to go out and get the resources to do it.
Yeah, and I think even with leading that conversation, I think when you go to an executive in an organization, you have to come with the mindset of a business person and not a marketer. And I think that's something that marketers miss, is that they come from that perspective and they haven't stepped up and taken that responsibility to really say, I know this business and I know what our objectives are, and let's have this conversation as business people.
I was lucky when I was on the C-level of a $26 billion company. Before it was a $26 billion company, it was a $6 billion company. And the CEO absolutely believed that branding, communications with the employees, that was how you're going to get employees engaged. Employees would help. If they're engaged, chances are they're going to do a better job with customers. Do a better job with customers, we can turn those into profits. So it's a little selfish, but it worked. Yep. And there's just so many different levers to pull. But if you get the C-level to believe in marketing and branding, and that's part of the deal, it really works. And I can tell you, the CFO could have talked about branding as good as I could have. Everybody, the CIOs and everybody on our C-level was, from the beginning, brought in by the CEO saying, we're going to do this. So it was nice to have, he had my back. Not every company's like that, but it's important to be successful. And if everybody gets it, they know the brand is worth some part of that stock price. That helps, and not only just sales, but stock price too.
So alignment and communication, Howard?
Absolutely. And I think one of the drivers of everything that Steve, Carla, and Al are talking about is, a few years ago at the conference, everybody was talking about kind of this, this greater sense of responsibility and accountability we had as marketers, and how that was going to be a challenge and a problem. I think it's the best thing that could have happened in the world for the marketing community. Because what it's done is it's made marketers business people first, right? And marketers second. And while, our strength as practitioners and our expertise relies in marketing, if you don't understand the business of the brand, you can't really effectively impact the marketing of the brand. And so by being responsible for accountability and being able to demonstrate ROI and being able to demonstrate, how a marketing investment is actually going to impact the business, what it does is it reframes how you're viewed within an organization. And as Steve is very much, kind of realized within his tenure at GE, it's no longer a siloed department. It's big M marketing. It's really, marketing really touches and integrates and is infused across the organization and the strategic agenda of the organization.
Well, I think you bring up a great